Hey everybody, Don and Karen again. We are out on the kayaks again. Today we are on the upper portion of the Pemi River.
Cut.
I don't do double takes. So anyways, it's a beautiful day, but it's overcast and humid actually. But it should be good fishing today. So we're gonna paddle/pedal down below the bridge and get to fishing. We got a new Chinook ordered for Karen, so she'll be a little more comfortable.
It's a Chinook.
Oh yeah, it's a Chinook. It's the ladies' edition of the Chinook. So
it might be pink.
No, it's not gonna be pink. All right, we'll see ya. So I have you rigged up with this rod on your right with a GT 360 swim bait. I was using a bigger version of it over in School Pond and caught that first pickerel with it. That looks like a perfect color for bass, and there's also trout in here. So it's got a little bit of a weight on it. When you cast it out, you can let it sink. If we're in open water, when you get near the trees, kind of be careful. In May, I fished 8 times. 7 different ways. Did not fish this one. So, as you guys know, in May I fished 8 times, and I fished 7 different bodies of water. I did not fish this one. And I've done pretty well in here with bass, but nothing huge. You also know that I have caught every single bass on the Dinger. I have 4 rods today, and I do not have a Dinger on any of them. I got to try to catch a fish on something else. So I've got a couple of different styles of swim baits. I got the GT 360 like Karen's got. I've got a whopper plopper. Hopefully we'll get a little bit early morning topwater action. And what else do I have? I can't remember. I don't know. We'll see when I pull it out. All right. I'm gonna get along this shore, see if I can get a topwater bite. Got the Whopper Plopper 75 in perch color. Nada. Let's try this GT 360. I really like the look of this swim bait with the, they call it a search bait on the package, but it's a paddle tail swim bait with a realistic fish looking head. Very cool. So I've got Karen rigged up with a little bit smaller version of this GT 360. I think it should be pretty good. There's also some really good trout in here besides smallmouth bass and pickerel. I think Karen got a little nervous fishing around these trees, so she moved over there. These trees can be treacherous, especially with something that's going to sink down into them. but they also offer great cover for fish. Oh, see what I mean? Yeah, that's what happens. Oh, I got it. Oh, I'm bringing it in. All right, first fish of the day. Not nearly as good as the stickfish Karen caught last week. That's the thing about this river, because the trees get washed down. Farther down, there's lots of trees in the middle of the river. Oh, so that's a bad one, because that's deep. I don't want to lose this GT360 because I think that's the only head that I have of this size. I might have another. Oh. Let's see. My paddle has a lure retriever kind of a thing on it. Look at that, it works like a charm. Whew. Thought I was gonna lose that puppy because it was down deep. Karen was just asking, what's that hole in your paddle for? To save me $5, that's why. Let's head out into the river and then move our way way downstream.
That spot specifically because it didn't look like there was anything to get hung up on.
Did you get hung up? That's the problem with this river, this bay, and the river in general is there's a lot of timber. I got hung up in that one, and I used that little hook on my paddle because I was way down deep. Got it off.
So you put the line in there?
So yeah, you clip the line into that little thing and then just push it as far down as you can, and as you lift it out, it took it off of the branch.
Wow.
Who knew? That's the first time I've ever used it.
Oh, really? Because I brought it to your attention.
Well, I knew that's what it was, but I've never, I've never been in a position to use it. So that was, yeah, because you brought it to my attention.
Yeah, tell me.
So all this shore from in here all the way out to the point, it's pretty good. But it's amazing that, like right now I'm in 9 feet of water, but when we get out over here, it'll drop to 20. It's like the central part of the channel of this river. Like I said, there's some new timber that floated downstream. There we go. All right, first one of the day. Ooh, a nice jumper of a smallmouth. All right. First fish of the day is a dandy little smallmouth. 10 or so inches, but man, it's the first smallmouth of the year. Oops, sorry buddy. I was hoping you'd drop into the water. Number one. Smallmouth. On the same thing you're using. So we're starting off June. Today is Saturday, June 4th, I think. 3rd or 4th, something like that. Luckily, I started off with a bonus of 6 fish, because in May I caught 36. So I'm trying to catch 30 fish, 30 bass. 30 bass a month. So that's number one for June. And I'm at 37 for the year. Oh, that was a nice fish. I just saw him come right up after that thing. Nice smallmouth. Just a little too close to the boat when he saw it, or when he saw the boat. Got him. Oh man, I saw him coming. Oh, that's a smallmouth and a half. Oh, oh baby, come here. I don't know if that's the same fish or not, but settle down there, buddy. It's a nice smallmouth. Oh man, he is angry. There we go. Oh, yes, look at that. Get out of there. I don't know. How long is that? Put him on the board. Got to be 15, 16 inches anyhow. Well, just a tad shy of 16 inches of angry smallmouth. Hey, come back here. Beauty, huh? Almost 16-inch smallmouth. Wow, what a fight, too. So I don't know how quick that one of yours sinks, but mine sinks about 18 inches a second. So when I cast it, I just let it sink for about 3 or 4 seconds and then just start bringing it in slow. He hit right near the boat, and he slashed at it the first time. So I don't think you have to let it get down too deep. Oh, right in the tree. Oh, there you go. I'm a professional tree catcher. I'm coming up behind you. I'm gonna grab your other rod. I'm hoping I have a leader on that. I think I do. I'm gonna put my other chartreuse it's a little bit heavier than the one you're using, so it'll cast a little bit farther and sink a little bit better on you. Yeah. Okay. See that really bright green spot over there where there's no trees?
Yeah.
I almost always catch a fish over there. So go give that a shot. And I'm gonna re-rig you. I'm not saying this lure is the ticket, but I caught back-to-back smallmouth on it, one really nice one. And somewhere in here, I thought I had another head. Oh yeah, there it is. So you see what this head looks like. And then this is the color that this is the color that Karen is using. It's a little bit smaller, and this is the one that I'm using. It's kind of a chartreuse with gold flake, kind of a green pumpkin on the top. And I had that one, well, I caught the one, but I think it was the same fish that chased it right to the boat. So they definitely liking this thing. I like it too. Oh. Must have got snags right on the shore. That's okay, I've got her rigged up with a little heavier GT360. She's in the trees. Oh man. This is the deal when you're fishing this kind of water. I mean, it's really good to get down deep, but like I put a Ned rig on for her. She's got a different GT360, the one I've been catching them on that other rod. But you know, when you fish deep and amongst the trees, you're bound to break off, and that's kind of the bummer about New Hampshire getting rid of lead and going to tungsten, because it's a couple bucks more every time you break off.
Got it.
So that's probably you were in a rock. And that's perfect. What you just did is just get on the other side of it and it'll come out. Hey, it's all part of the game, especially when we're fishing the way we're fishing. The river might not have been a really good place to come today, because I can tell Karen's getting discouraged with all the snags. And the last thing I want for her to get is discouraged. Kayak fishing isn't easy, especially when you're in a place like this. So, should have taken her to one of our closer local lakes, where she could have used the worm a lot more and probably would have had some better luck. And I just don't want her to get discouraged, so. And I know she doesn't get too discouraged by not catching fish. She, that's not the problem. It's the constant snags, thinking she's doing something wrong, and I've been snagged more than she has today. So trying to get her into this, I think we should probably go to easier places. It's almost 10 o'clock, and I told her we'd probably only stay out 3 hours, so I'm probably going to go chase her down, and we'll call it a day. Well, we didn't do an outro on the water. It was kind of crowded at the launch. All the people that like to get in and start fishing around 11 o'clock. Maybe they'll have better luck than we did. We caught 2 smallmouth.
We didn't.
We didn't.
He did.
I caught 2 smallmouth. One little dinky one and one really nice one. It was a little bit of a frustrating day for Karen. It's probably not my best idea to bring her to the river, just because there's so much debris in the water. But she was, she was a little discouraged. She was getting hung up in the trees, and I think I got hung up twice as much as she did. So I just, it's part of river fishing. If you want to use a jig and get to the bottom, you're going to get snagged.
Yeah.
So not to worry,
Okay.
not to worry. Once I put the worm on for her, she was casting beautifully. So we're going to head home. We got to go to the Petco or PetSmart and get some doggy supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more, what? No, well, actually almost 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. I think in about, no, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday, we'll be picking up the pup. So thanks for coming along today, people. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Peace.